Ooh, what's going on here?
Ivan, come back!
She'll sound a bit throaty. It's Thursday morning. Fred's here from Alliance and we're just talking about different tyre pressures because we're going to do a field day. I think it's 24th, 25th of October. And we're looking at different tests that we could do to compare VF tyres to standard tyres. So we just thought we'd see the difference already today if we have a wet day in October. What's going to work and visually be quite good. Rob's setting his pressure, what, 22?
22 rear, 17 front.
Which is what the experts are telling us. What's your pressure? It's like half the pressure. So with this being a VF, hopefully it's going to have far more traction than that. So when Rob's got green on the front, we're still changing it, then we know we're set. Are you set? Right, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh. What happened then? Right, we'll try again now and hopefully they'll both set off at the same time. Morgan's gone backwards. And that one's just holding it. I think they've got them in the wrong modes. Right, take 3. Hopefully they've both got the transmission set the same now. Why is the tractor not on it? Nah, nothing's happening here now, is it? So what we've established is, when Morgan guns it, it can dig a hole. Rob feathered the throttle and it just would stay in one place. But we thought the field was a little bit slippier, so we thought we might have seen a bit of a difference. But they're just gripping that well. But each one's providing it's the other one with an anchor. Yeah, we didn't really achieve what we wanted to do there with that kind of experiment. It just ended up digging a load of holes. But if it had been greasy on top, we would have seen the effect of the wider footprint from the VF tyre. So it would have pulled the tractor forwards a lot easier. But it didn't. We just ended up making a mess. And yeah, but maybe another time we'll get a better thing. So Alliance want to do a tyre demonstration day. 24th of October, did I say? I can't remember now. I'll let you know near the time. And they're going to set up different things. They're going to do this thing what they call a cake, which is where they bury, you might have seen Lord Muck had done it actually as well. They bury sand in layers in the field, and then you drive over it with a tractor of high pressure tyres and drive over it again with low pressure tyres, and you can see how the sand's pushed down or not pushed down and show the difference. Stuff like that, and also just a simple experiment of raking sand onto the field or the yard if we'll do it on. Drive over it and show the footprint of one tyre inflation and show the footprint of a different tyre inflation, just to show how you can spread the weight and the load of the tractor. Kind of like what the quad track does. It's massive and it's dead heavy, but because it's on track, so like the combine is, it spreads its weight over a greater area, which protects the soil a bit more. But yeah, we'll do that later on in a month or next month. First load of wheat from harvest 2024 leaving. Look at that sky. What happened to summer? I've just come with a Merlot to one of the dog fields because the bin was overflowing and we couldn't lift the bag out without it ripping. I've just rolled it into the bucket to get it back to the main bin. But I've come to look at this next to it now. This is an SFI that was broadcast in. So you can see the mustard coming up, the Phacelia, the linseed, the buckwheat. And interesting, this one, the buckwheat has got away quicker than the mustard. So that's now in flower. And then the mustard's a little bit behind. And then the Phacelia is even more behind that. So that'll flower and produce something for birds to eat. then this will, then that will. There's the black oats, just looks like barley really. But yeah, it's established pretty well considering it was broadcast. It's not got anywhere near the height as the other one, and the gateway's a bit poor, but it's there, and it'll, once the others start to stop flowering, this will start to flower. Once they've run out of seeds, these will start to have seeds, so it'll kind of give us a little bit of, you know, in stages really, for the wildlife or the insects to move over to. Freight train there, going past the dog field. Charlotte's checking it. That is the pain with the dog fields. James is doing a bit of train spotting. Some power in trains, isn't there? How many horsepower would a train be? We put them drains in the other day. I just thought I'd come and have a look. It's a bit hard to see because it's not coming out the end of the pipe because it's not been cut off yet and joined, but you can see it flowing down there where it's dropping out in the middle of the pipe through the core where it comes out the trench. Hopefully that field's now drying up. Need to connect all this up now and stone it up. Roger's lads have nearly finished cladding the shed, but we didn't quite, we changed slightly what we were going to do around the other sides. We didn't quite have enough panels left. They arrived I think yesterday, so we'll get them on, and then they can put the rest of the barge boards on, which are them bits, and should look pretty smart. Don't know what happened there, but this is where the spray has been through. Putting the pre-emergence on, we had to do it after rain because we were putting glyphosate in the mix. But this field is a field of winter wheat, absolutely wall to wall. You can see the OSR dying off now. The slugs have been nicely grazing on that. Grass weeds are dead, and we've got a fantastic stand of winter wheat, which we've not really seen for a long time. Tiny bit of slug damage on that one, but nothing major. But it's nice to walk in a field for once and see a good crop of wheat. This isn't an SFI, so this is just wheat straight into OSR stubble. That was thriving a few weeks ago, but now it's dying off, and that's what the slugs have been living off, giving the wheat a chance to come through. But yeah, I'm pleased with that because there's about 65, 70 acres that look fantastic. Go on, try and start it.
She'll sound a bit throaty.
Bass? This is another field of SFI that was drilled up at Rainhill, hence it's raining. You see on the trees in the background. Looking at, I think, in a block spout there, hasn't there? There's definitely a miss, and it's not the end one because you can see there where the drill's turned in the middle of the screen. Don't really know what's caused that because it has got blockage sensors on it. So it's only a couple of fields. Better check it anyway before we, well, that wheat was fine, wasn't it? The wheat I've just looked at. So where there was just something just in the bottom of the coulter and it was letting some seed out but not at all. It's like a full SFI tour today because it's wet and we can't do anything. This mustard is well ahead of the buckwheat. It's got ladybirds on it. Pretty much total ground cover as well, which is great. Happy with that. Ooh, what's going on here? Is it the rural crime team? Yeah, that was the rural wildlife and heritage team called in just to check everything. They were saying they do like heritage because Liverpool's got, is it 3,000 heritage sites, the second biggest outside of London. So they're getting loads of York stone flags stolen and obviously GPS things. But what they did say, we said, what's happening today then? And they said we keep getting reports of young lads specifically, or well, young people, let's not be sexist, on mobile phones, on tractors. And they don't want to prosecute anyone, so they've been trying to communicate it through the young farmers clubs and everything, and just say, look lads, you're in a big tractor, you're in a glass box, you know, you're basically driving as if you're a professional, like a HGV driver would lose their license. You know, you sometimes nearly as heavy as a truck. Don't use your phone when you're driving. And this is what we all have. Find it. You often see me with me AirPods. You can put one in. When it goes flat, take it out, put the other one in, charge them back up in the case. Should be on commission for AirPods. But yeah, if you want to, tell your mum and dad you want AirPods for Christmas, then you don't have to hold your phone when you're driving, because obviously it's easier anyway. And then when something breaks or you're fixing it or you jump out through the hydraulic pipes, you can leave your phone in your pocket. All our tractors have hands-free kits in, but I'll be honest, I don't pair my phone to them, because what happens is I can be stood on the phone in the yard, the tractor drives past and my phone will go bink into the cab. It's really annoying. Or I'll be in the Merlot 1 minute, then I'll jump in the tractor, then I'll be in the Merlot, and it's permanently never right, and you get all the background interference. That's why I always use AirPods. Same as John, same as Morgan, even Oscar does. Or you can get a Samsung and equivalent phones. But yeah, they said it's a big thing now, and they said the people that ring up and go, I've just seen someone on the phone on a tractor, he said you generally find that the general public that have been done for it themselves in the past and don't feel it's fair that someone else they can see someone else on the mobile phone. Admittedly though, in a tractor, or especially on the sprayer, you can drive past a line of traffic at traffic lights, and there's loads of people in fancy cars that have definitely got Bluetooth on the phones. But yeah, any people watching, be careful, because you don't want to have an accident, you don't want to hurt anyone. Get yourself some AirPods. I found like a proper lecture there, doesn't it? But yeah, they were just saying to us. Dead quick birthday bumper. Jerry Jeffers is on there, I think. That's how you pronounce it. Dave Fleming's on there. Asa Maynard is 23. Colin Dodds is 45. And John Fenwick is 50. We're now at £77,287 for the Northwest Air Ambulance, which Rob has just rung me and said he thinks it's landing at Brookhouse because, well, he can hear it. So whether someone's fell off a horse, I don't know. He's going to go over and see what's going on. I can actually hear non-stop sirens going down this motorway behind the house, which is where Brookhouse is. So Rob's going over to check. He said it's carried on up the field, so I think it might be landing at Brookhouse. Must be a car crash, which is a shame. So anyway, at least it's there in time. Can you hear the sirens? Yeah. So fingers crossed, it's nothing too serious. In fact, that's about all for today. Drier day tomorrow, probably get a little bit more done. We'll see. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Random box just arrived. My husband is a huge fan, and yes, we watch him in bed every night. Hopefully you will enjoy them. What's it say? Mini delicious fantasies. Don't know what you should be doing in bed. No way. Like cookies with my logo on. I don't know how they've done that. Must have 3D printed a stamp maybe. How good is that? These will last all of 10 minutes in the brew room. I might have to ration them, but thank you very much. You got a name? Minilicious Fantasies, no name. Maybe they're on Instagram. Maybe we'll find them on Instagram. No Facebook. Thank you very much anyway.
Ivan, come back. Come here.